Nobu Matsuhisa had a restaurant in Los Angeles called Matsuhisa. Small little place, kind of a canteen. A lot of the celebrity following went there. And Robert De Niro fell in love with the food. And long story short, he had a restaurant space here in New York City that was available, and he wanted Nobu to come and do a Matsuhisa. But Nobu really wasn't ready at the time. So we waited a few years, and there was another space that became available, and Bob asked him one more time, and he said, you know what, I think I'm ready to do New York City. So we came here, we opened up in 1994, and I think we revolutionized Japanese food for New York City, and really the world. The concept of Nobu's food, I think, is half of the success of the chemistry of the whole restaurant. He really did break a lot of the rules when he started taking jalapeno and utilizing ingredients and skills that he learned by traveling, which was very unique at the time because a lot of the Japanese chefs were very traditional. In fact, Nobu was almost a rebel to the point where it was difficult for us to get Japanese chefs because they thought he wasn't cooking Japanese food. And it turns out basically he was just doing things that were adding to the traditional Japanese food. And he took a lot of chances, and I felt that with the service and the style of the restaurant, the personality, it needed to go hand in hand with that type of food. So we hire young people. I made sure we had, cool little uniforms like Yamamoto and Calvin Klein, and we have a really relaxed sort of professionalism, and it kind of matched the edginess of his food. I think that Nobu is a Japanese chef. His food is Japanese. And as I said earlier, nowadays when a chef travels, he gets to utilize some of the ingredients he might discover and incorporate it in his menu, like all the great chefs are doing these days. But I think people try to think we're Japanese, we're Peruvian, we're South American. We're a Japanese restaurant. We probably have 6 or 7 different ingredients that come from South America, or maybe we'll use a black truffle. So if we use a black truffle on our black cod, does that mean we're Italian Japanese? I just think that you utilize some of the ingredients that you see around the world, you incorporate it to the foundation of a Japanese cuisine, and you can have a little bit more fun and be playful. So, I think what Nobu did originally was take the chances in experimenting with Japanese food and making it fun and not intimidating. When you walk into one of our restaurants, you'll hear the waiters shouting. You'll see no tablecloths on the tables. We really broke a lot of rules for a restaurant, it's got 3 stars. And I think the service is a big part of that as well, because we want you to feel relaxed when you come in. We're the type of restaurant that you'll come several times a week. I'm looking around the room today before this interview, and I see a few customers that actually come for lunch and they come back for dinner sometimes in the same day. I'll see them 3 or 4 times a week. They're like family to us, and that's because we make them feel, at ease. And I'd rather have a restaurant where you might want to be a little more relaxed and casual, great food and great service, but you'll come several times instead of one of these fantastic restaurants where you have 15 courses, it's a huge event, fantastic, you've probably eaten too much, and you'll go next year for an anniversary or Valentine's Day or birthday. That's an event place. I want to do a place that people feel comfortable to come several times.